We're on a week. Sun's starting to set. We are not looking for bait for a change, so I'm just out enjoying the weather. It's like 80 degrees, nice breeze. I do not have Kevin. He's playing with a neighbor friend. So it's rare, but I am Kevinless tonight. Turn this camera around. I'll put you all in the harness in a minute, but for right now I can hold the phone until we get down into the water. I got a nice new waterproof case for the phone, but I'm not gonna test it out. It's just for emergencies in case I do drop my phone. All right. So last night was fun. We went out and we fished with Mission Discover down in the city. And we got on the fish pretty darn good. Some big flatties, 34-pound flatty was our best cat of the night. But we had a lot of decent fish. Kevin got a big smallie, which was a unintentional catch, a little weird catch for us down there with catfish setups. But yeah, we had a good night. Got two people in here. You know what? Let me put the top chat on. Hey, Tammy, Ray, Stewie, what's going on, buddy? Probably a quick one tonight, maybe an hour. I don't have Kev. He's over at a friend's house. So believe it or not, I'm out here by myself. Finally. So yeah, I'm gonna just fish some of my favorite spots here and have fun. See what we can get into. I just bumped into a guy in the parking lot and he's telling me that he caught a 30-inch catfish out just upstream from here. So that's kind of got me wondering now, because I've always said, man, this is a perfect spot if somebody throws a couple catfish in. And a 30 is a pretty good one. All right, I see some fish. Let's get this party started. Mundo Moderno from Brazil, welcome in. Daniel Berry, welcome in. There's Stewie. One of my OG members right there, Bud Files. Awesome supporter. Thank you, Sue. I'm going to put this in here. Feel free to share out your links, guys, or share out your friends if they're in the chat. But don't feel obligated. It's all cool. If you got a wrench, you don't have to work. But it is a vertical if you see any nonsense. This is a family-friendly channel. So feel free to time them out, or even if you have to boot them, just let me know. And it's probably well deserved, but yeah, we're gonna fish with a trout magnet. I stole this from Kevin's room, don't tell him. And somebody the other live told me, why don't you use the natural color worms? And I told him it doesn't work that good, but you know what, sometimes I'm wrong. Throw it on around tonight, see what we can do. Right away. First cast, first fish, and he's off. We're going to move around. We're going to get some nice sight fishing tonight. See right there, this is why some people glue these on, because they pull them right down when they get hit. See who we got in here. You know what? I will wait till I catch a fish and then I'll catch up on chat. Let's get one in here. Let's get one in here right away. They might not be big, but these guys are beautiful. Red breast. No, that's not a red breast. That's a greenie. There he is right there. Let's give him a nice release over here where you guys can see him. Hide right under those rocks. Okay. Let's try to see how many species we can catch. Let's try not to lose my lure on the first cast either. All right. Pretty sure it's a green hybrid, but we're going to call it a green sunfish. We're going to call it a green sunfish. I know I can get a red breast out of here. I tighten this darn harness so much that I'm so afraid of losing my phone that I can't get it out too easily. Got 15 awesome people in here. Appreciate you all. A little drop shot. Yeah, you know what? The drop shots work really good under these rocks for little catfish at night. They love to hide under there. Um, we are in Pennsylvania. UK, welcome in, UK. Travis Yoder, what's going on, bro? I'm in your backyard. And you're down the shore, probably. Duke City Fishing, what's going on? Good to see you again, buddy. Is it Wednesday? Is today Wednesday? It is. It is. Stewie, what time does Rick get started tonight? It's hump day, right? I hate overlapping live, so if I have to overlap somebody's live, I'll at least tell you where they're live, and you can make your own choice and who you want to watch. But I fish when I can fish this time of year with the kids. Right in there. Oh, he's off. Let's try this hole. I love these spots because they're so deep and hidden, and it looks like there's nothing. And then they fire out of these little boulders like that. Look, here he comes, right there. I could probably just dip it down here. We're getting a little bit of rain. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the picture at all. Travis, I just met some guy in this parking lot. He's telling me he caught a 30-inch catfish in here. There we go, got a little fishy. Oh, he's off. These are little fish, they're just hanging on the tail. Let's get down further, guys. Traveling light and fast tonight. Don't let me down, Rock. Let me put this up. And then I can chat better. I hate not keeping up with chat. Mike, gonna drop my link. I don't know, man. He gave me a lot of info, Travis. He gave me a lot of info. So it's possible. And he said it was a little further upstream at the pull-off. So I think I know what he's talking about. You know, the Boy Scout camp. I've always said, if somebody throws one in here, it's going to survive. Got 23 awesome people in here. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Stephen Merchant, there's another awesome member. And my sharks right there. Who we got? Sankey, okay. There's no bears around here. Best way to avoid bear attacks is not to go in the woods. No bears around here. No alligators. All right, let me strap you guys into the harness. Get ready. We're going up on this boulder. If you go underwater, just know I had fun tonight and I just fell off a rock. Okay, guys, let's go. Parkour. Okay. Right there. Always one hiding right there. Like they're just swimming with it. Swimming with it. There he goes. That's a red breast. That's the red breast we were looking for right there. Let's get him unhooked. Beautiful fish right there. Let's get him back. I don't like to keep him out. About 10 seconds. Try to get him back in. Try not to keep him out of water any more than 10 seconds. It's fan cast. We'll cast over here now. I don't want to burn one spot out. Another little fish. What do we got? UFO, unidentified fish. I think it was a greenie. I want to catch something unique tonight. And it's raining pretty good. Hasn't rained all week. I decided to go fishing and it rains. There we go, fish on. Another red breast. He took it in a little deeper. Get it out of there, buddy. Wow, I can smell that ozone. Whoa, don't take my problem fish. 23 people in the house. 14 thumbs up. It's free, guys. Just hit that thumbs up for me if you don't mind. Trying to make a living out here. Let's go all the way down. I was kind of hoping for a big sucker fish tonight. There's a good fish. Everything's a good fish when you use 2-pound fluoro. We caught this guy before. Not this guy, but another greenie. Look at the markings on his cheeks. That's how you know the greenie. It's flying. Right off the shallows. There's a little shallow beach there. There's always some fish holding there. There he is. So you got to get through these fish. These are the most aggressive, these bluegills and red breasts. There's other fish here, but these guys are so hungry they don't want to let it hit the bottom. All right, let's hit these rocks over there. See if we get a different species if I let it drop all the way down. Doesn't look like it. Come on. I can't complain. I'll catch greenies all day long. Hopefully we'll get something bigger though. Right here, it's so dark. These boulders are like 10 feet of water right under them. And it's gone. Oh. Hoping for like a nice smallmouth. We've caught 3 and 4 pounders out of here. You can see him swimming with it. You see him over there? Look at this tiny little fish. What I'm hoping for is a bigger fish comes out. No. Look at him. I don't want you, buddy. I want a big fish. Right along. Yep, there goes something. Just took it. Looks like it's in the mouth. It's not. You guys can see it down there. Oh, I think he just bit the tail off. Oh, he just stole my worm. He just stole my worm. Okay. See how it is? What do you think, brown? Or should we jazz it up and throw a yellow one in? What do you guys think? Yellow or brown? It wants something bright yellow. Yellow. Travis has yellow. I don't know. Travis might be sabotaging me because he likes to fish the same creek, and he might be trying to reserve some of these fish for himself. But he was the first to respond. Yellow it is. Yellow it is. These are actually the mouse tails. This is lip ripper stuff right here. He loves these things. Don't tell him I did this. Here's what I do. Just get rid of that thing. I'm telling you, there's something about these work better than the trout worms, the Berkley Power Trout Worms. They're a little bit fatter and their action's better. Yeah, definitely a wider base to it. Just a little wonkier. Let's see. First cast fish. Right now. There we go. Oh, he let go. Another little guy. At least you guys will be able to see this. Maybe you'll be able to see it. It's bright. There you go, Travis. You caught a fish. Nope. I'm not satisfied with just catching little fish, but I know that there's good ones in here, and sometimes you just have to keep catching the little ones till the big one finally bites. Sometimes it's real clear in here. You can watch them. And you see the big one kind of be smart about it, and these little ones are hungry or dumb and just chase it down and hit it before they can get to it. Okay. One more fish here. We're going to move to the bottom of this run. If anyone in here hasn't fished a trout magnet jig setup, ooh, a little worm, a little bluegill. What you want to do with these guys is ideally you find a spot where you can cast up the current, and then you reel it without stopping, and little jigs tip high, and you want to swim it with the current like that. Oh, the little fish tried to grab it. That's the way I fish them. You can also throw a little trout bobber on it. I'll do that in a little bit, actually, and float it with the current. Okay. Let's see, sometimes there's fish in this little hole. Saw a whole bunch of big sucker fish spawning in here one time, so I always check that spot. I haven't seen them since, though. There we go. A little chunky. Wow, look at the markings on that one. That is good sign. It's got the red on here. It's got the colors on the tail. Beautiful fish right there. Bud Files just went live. It's way back Wednesday on Bud Files channel. I know I shouldn't be telling you guys to go to other channels, but we have a good community here, and I try to share whenever we can. Raptor Will says it's a green sunfish. Welcome in, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Good here. Thank you for helping out with chat as always, Stu. We will be horizontal tomorrow, my friend. 3+1 outdoors. Everybody's going live tonight. Why is this turning so much? There's the nozzle. Okay. Put one in this run right here. Oh, you dummy, you still on? Gave you a chance to get away. Let's put him right over here. Okay. Oh, tangled my phone cord. I stole Kevin's rod. Works better than mine. Wow, the stream has changed shape once again after that last storm. This was a nice deep hole after the last storm. And it stormed again, and now it's a shallow hole. Gotta fix it. If it looks like this, you gotta fix it. Oof. When I'm fishing creeks, I'm always looking for the current. Where does the current go? That's the food supply for the most part. Where's the deep water? Right there. And where is there some structure? There's some sticks right there. That's kind of what I look for. There should be fish there. Whoop, spit it. Twist it on the end here. I've got 2-pound fluorocarbon on. Perfect for these little guys, but if I hook into a bigger bass, it'll be a little more of a challenge landing it, but it'll be a lot of fun. Red breast. Might be a hybrid again, the Greenie. They're breeding together over here. There was a nice bass in here last week. Let's see if I can get him tonight. I don't let this touch the bottom when I'm fishing it. Ooh, that was a nice fish. I'm not sponsored by this company, by the way. I actually prefer Stewart's jigs or Smallies. I feel like their hooks are sharper that he uses. And double hook angling Dave, I would, those are better than these guys for sure. I mean, these are deadly. It's just, oh, I caught the algae. They're not real sharp, and if you catch a monster, they are a little on the fragile side. They bend or break pretty easily. But they are deadly. Just got done editing a video, our first hunting video of the year. That will be out Friday. The thumbnail's out there if you want to go find it on my channel and click notify. It'll premiere 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Friday, so you want to come out and hang out in the chat. I'm more than happy to chat, answer any questions. Archery season's coming, so we're kind of getting all ready. There's a good fish right at my feet. I could fish here all night and probably catch 10 different species eventually, but I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to travel. So at least you guys can see some nice scenery. There's a big boulder there. I'm just getting it off the edge and then letting it drop down, hoping something's under it. Yep. Get it. One more and then I'll check out chat before I move. Get up into that current a little bit more up there, see if there's any different species. Got him that time. Quick release. Just saw something come up between those two boulders. One more, guys. No luck. Let's come over here. Got 17 awesome people, 22 thumbs up. Amateur angler, what's going on, buddy? Gene, yellow shirt dad. Yeah, if you have a wrench and you see anybody putting the junk in there, just do you can do the little dot. They might not know how to do it, Stuart. You can just hit the dot and give them a timeout. It's family friendly, so if they're saying anything that's not in English, that's immediate timeout, and you just remind them, it's English only so that we know what's going on. We don't want to put a bunch of junk out there on the internet. There's enough of it. We try to keep this family friendly. Are you trout fishing? Imagine YouTube. Not really. There is a few trout left here, but this is the type of creek that they stock in the spring and they die off in the summer, or they're all caught. But there are a few cold pockets, and yeah, we could catch one. It's on the back of my mind. I'm going to go down to where I've caught them before into the fall. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. What's my favorite black streamer? I don't know. I like marabou, rabbit tail, on a nice, weighted jig head that I can fish pocket water with. That's what I'd say. What's your location? What you're fishing for? Who's that? Mikey Boy. What's up, Mikey Boy? We're in Pennsylvania, southeastern. Uh, yeah. Yeah, Stuart, if they're being a pain, man, I'll just shut it down. We'll go horizontal. Hell with them. You know what I mean? Let me know, bud. We got enough friends on this channel. Just trying to share some fishing, you know? Everybody wants to troll and, you know, be a jerk about it. We'll just shut it down, man. No problem with me. That's what's nice about having members. I'll just click it members only and off we go. As long as I pay the bills, I don't need to be a millionaire. The thing with our channel is you never know what we're going to catch, though. We find the fish eventually through a lot of hard work and maybe a little skill. This is an old bridge we're under, guys. This is like a 200-year-old bridge. We've got a fish bite in here. I know 90% of everyone's cool. And a lot of people come in and just watch, but you know what I mean? You get these trolls that have nothing better to do with their lives, or they're jealous, or, you know, a lot of them don't like other people that are here or whatever. Just losers. But for everyone else that likes fishing, let's get some fish. Oh, that worm's all knotted up. Look what he did to this guy. Oh, fell off. All right, all right. Let's see anything over this way. Oh, wow, look at the colors on this one. Red breast right here, guys, red breast. All the little ones are out. There really are big, well, it's a relative term, but there are much bigger fish in this creek. You guys have watched me. Good Lord, probably about 30 of my long videos were shot in this creek and get some quality fish. They're just far and in between. People don't think they're anything here, but it just takes a lot of time. The heck was that? Something big right at the bank over there just jumped. Let me get over. That was a nice fish. You can see the wake coming out from there. Let's see what that was. Going right through this deep hole, make sure I don't have anything in my pockets. It's late summer here, and we had a lot of 100-degree days in a row, and then lately it's been upper 70s and 80s, and this water temp plummeted. I'm going to fish the water near me first, and then I'm going to move into it further. I always fish the water near me, even if I saw a fish jump. I don't want to go step. There we go, right at my feet. Look at this. Man, where am I going to put my reel without getting it in the water? There he is. All right, all right. Members, I don't know if you saw my community post, but we're going to do a giveaway tomorrow. I'm going to pop up live, and I'm going to give away one of my water bottles, 32-ounce water bottles. So pretty good size. Greenie with some black spots on them. I don't know if that's a funk. Oh, he took my worm. I saw it in his mouth as I was throwing them in. All right, we'll go back to yellow still. I do like the yellow just because I can see it better, and they're hitting it so fast that I can kind of know what's going on and actually pull it away from some of these little ones. I'm guessing that fish that jumped over there is a smallmouth. And I'd like to catch you guys a smallmouth, see how many species you can catch. We've caught, you know, about 10 different species in here before, so we can do it. Check on chat real quick. With that tiny bait, he's going to get little pumpkin seeds. Yeah, you can get all kinds of stuff, buddy. I've caught 4-pounders on this too. It's a creek. It works good for everything. Damn, what's going on, buddy? Give away a fish. Yeah, where do you live? I'll mail it to you. There are leeches in here. There are leeches. There's also, there's lots of little critters in here, but they never really bother me any. Legend Plays 99. Trout or bass. Lots of sunfish right now, Z. Legend, thank you. Appreciate you subbing. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Yeah, we're not always going to catch huge fish. Last night we caught a 34-pound flathead, though, if you want to see big fish. We could do big fish, but this place is like 10 minutes from my house. Check out these bluegills just hanging out like they're chatting over there in the water. Whoops, sorry guys. Get you guys back in the harness here. And we've caught fish with those size bluegills. We've caught them here, especially my 10-year-old. He'll catch one of those, put it on a big hook, cast it out, catch a monster smallmouth. But I also catch them on this. And I can also sight fish carp with this, which is one of the reasons I like this in this creek, is I can catch just about anything. If I see a huge smallie that I'm targeting, I'll probably switch to like a Ned rig, to be honest with you. I like the Ned rig a little bit more on the smallmouth bass. But just because of the carp and the sucker fish, I can throw this in front of them and wait till they mow it down and get a nice quality fish. You catch a carp on this 2-pound setup, you're trucking up and down the creek. Hole right there. All right, let's get down to my favorite run here. I always wait to get to my favorite spot, and by then my reel's either busted or I've lost my favorite lures. So there's something in the current right here. Let's head down to the rapids. Yeah, we fish for a lot of catfish, the flatheads, and they eat live bait. So I like to fish for little fish because about 3 days a week we spend pretty much 3 days a week filling our coolers up for our catfish lives. If you saw our live last night, it was actually on Mission Discover's channel. We were on his channel last night. And we probably had 30 bait fish in the tank. And we had people fishing on both sides of us, and they both got skunked, and we had 6 or 7 quality fish last night. And the difference, besides the rigging and stuff, the difference is bait, having the great bait. We had probably 10 different species in there. We had black crappie, we had bullhead catfish, yellow and browns. We had all 3 different species of sunfish that are around here. We had white perch. We had rock bass. What else? I feel like I'm still missing a few, but you get the idea. This is one of the spots where the trout will, if there's a trout around, this is where he'll be. Probably right where that rock is, but I'm going to work my way down. I usually work my way up creeks. It's easier to sneak up on a fish because they're facing upstream in a creek like this. But I don't know, I pulled up to the lower lot that's not far from here. And there's like 3 guys standing there with gloves on. I don't know what's going on there, but I don't feel like dealing with it. Like, that's a smallie on it. Yeah, well, that's not a smallie. I was wrong. It's a red breast. There's eyes, big bright red eye. Okay. Ooh. You can see it go. It's in its mouth, it's in its mouth. I don't know if you can see it. There's a bigger fish chasing the little fish that's got the worm in his mouth and trying to pull it up. Didn't want anything to do with that. There we go. Well, if you like red breasts, you're in luck. This one's a good example of the markings and the dots on it as well. It's just a beautiful fish. Let's see who we got in here. Wendy, another awesome shark member. What's going on? Let's see, Wendy, Stewie, Steve, an amateur angler. What was that? I heard something up there. Huh. Stewart. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. All right. It's like a catch-22, you know. I don't like feeling like I'm ignoring chat. So I want to pop up there once in a while. But then everyone's probably like, dude, why don't you cast? Why don't you just cast your stinking... Oh, he slammed it. He might be a better fish. He might be a rock bass the way he's fighting. Yeah, he is a rock bass. There we go. New species for the night with this guy. This is a rock bass, guys. Good example of one too. I'm going to try to hold him in a different way. He doesn't want to cooperate. Here he is, guys. Just like a sunfish, they have these real spiny dorsal fins. So I teach kids all the time, make a circle like that around his head and slide it down. And those fins will just collapse and you won't get spiked. That's the best way to hold them. Where's my... That's a hard fighting fish right there. They fight hard. That's 3 species. Didn't feel anything, but I know something was hitting it when it looks like this. If you're fishing a worm and it keeps sliding down like this, all you got to do is push the tip back in, twist it, and then pop it back out again. Because what happened was the original hole gets ripped a little bit and it just slides. So just find a new one. Oh, he stole my worm. Let's go back to the natural color, Travis. They do hold on better because they're tighter, they're skinnier worm. I will use lures, soft baits, live bait. I am not one of those people that poo-poo live bait. In fact, the amount of litter you see out here and fish eating crap like they just ate from my last cast, really, you know, it's something I always think about. Live bait, at least you're throwing something in the water that they can eat when you're done playing. And it's not, you know, poison. Plastics. Let's see, anybody, oh, come on. Let's see it swimming around. I don't want little fish. There was a good one up there. Let's see if I can get him back. Big red breast. Chunky. Oh. Cooperate. Big red breast. Lots of nice colors on that one. Get her back in there. So I'm going to move below it now, but I'm going to fish the same exact spot. So here's another little trick if you don't have a lot of areas to fish. Fish it from different angles. Cross, down, up, you know, let line out. All different techniques can elicit different responses, different strikes, different fish to even bite. Oh. Oh. Need to drop right there. Oh, that's a snag. It might be on a stick though. Oh, there we go. A few more casts here, and then I'm going to head down to these big boulders below this current. That's my second hope of a trout. It could be a trout in that spot. But there very well may not be a single trout left in this creek though, with the way the weather was this year. So hot. Red breast. Going back. Let's try back and, oh man, no, come in there. I might be walking across. Whew. Incoming. Another rock bass. Another rock bass. Second rock bass of the night. Look at those eyes. Such a dark red color. Really cool. Let me go. Alright. It's hard not to keep fishing when you're catching something, you know? A red breast. But I do want to cover water. And we can always hit this on the way back if our luck runs out. Well, that fish just jumped, so I got to cast again. Cast for this one, then I'll check chat again, and then we'll move. See what else we can catch tonight. Oh, it just came up. And guess what? He's a red breast. Oh, buddy. Sorry. Hopefully you're not blind. Okay. Gonna move down to these big boulders and try that. Dwight, what's going on, buddy? Sorry I couldn't chat in your live. I was making dinner myself. Lane, what's going on? Appreciate it. Let's see. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate it. Lane. Lane, just comment on one of my videos, buddy. Give me your contact info, or if you go to my about page, my email's there. Yeah, man, I'll try something out of yours for sure. I'll bring it out here on one of these lives and throw it all over this creek. Stewart's made me flies. I use Stewart's flies a lot too. Hey, Jerry Boston, welcome in. What does that mean? Are you talking to me, Lee? Yeah, I'll definitely try. I will buy something off you, Lane. Just tell me where to go. Like, I'm not going to remember if you tell me right now in this chat. But if you can send me an email or tell Stewart, he'll get you in touch with me. But yeah, man, I don't have a lot of money. I don't think I'm a rich person, but I will definitely buy something, try it, and go do a live. It'll be fun. You better come to my live though, man. I'm multi-species, so you can pretty much make anything and I'll catch something. I'll even go to the ocean. Let's go up on this rock here. Oh, what is that? No, don't go in there. I want to see what you are. Oh, there we go, new species. He's not a big one, but that is a smallmouth bass, guys. That's a smallmouth bass right there. Let's get him back. That's the fourth species tonight. See what I mean? Different area. Different area. Different type. Structure. Here you just got to keep the line tight because it gets all washed around. You'll see your bait go down and you'll see it come back up. So all you really need to do is keep the line as tight as you can. So when a fish hits it, you know he hit it. Easier said than done when you're almost 50 and you're half blind. There's a good fish. What we got? Feels good in that current. Make sure you guys can see the spot I'm fishing. Big boulder right here. So all the food's just going right under this boulder. So this boulder's probably got 100 fish under it. Oh. Drop it right in the flow of water, give it a little line and see what happens. There we go. What do we got? He's going up current. What is this guy? A little bigger smallie. A little bigger smallie. Emphasis on little bigger. See the holes in the gill plate? Around here it's pretty much obvious it's a smallie, but some places have other fish that might be confusing. Right in the fat part of his lip. See the markings on the face? Very cool fish. Hey guys, I do this full time, so if you have questions or you're trying to get in contact with me, either email me at my About page, my email's there, or just comment on a video. I see every single comment, usually with the same day. If not, maybe within 2 days, tops. Right under that rock we got there, red breast. I'm going to fish this spot a little bit longer. And then we'll move down a little bit further. You can tell the amount of fish that are in here though, like every cast. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm gonna rip your fin, buddy. Look at the orange on that one. Mm-hmm. 27 people in here, 36 thumbs up. I think last time we got to 50, so if you haven't hit that like button, please do it now. Been live 49 minutes. Probably be an hour, hour and a half tops, because I forget what time it is, but I know it's getting dark soon. Let's see, fish chasing it. That's like the first cast we didn't catch anything, so maybe it's time to move. One more cast. Can't end it on that. Let's get another cast in there. Okay. This is actually not a bad spot either, but what I'm going to do, instead of just casting right on it, I'm going to go up, work my way around up to that gravel bar, and again hit it on a 45-degree angle up and retrieve down to me. There's another look at the old stone bridge right there. See if I can get down here without hurting myself. A little bit quieter over here. Get away from that rushing water. See what fish are hanging out right in the main current. A little shallower than it used to be here. Oh, look at this guy. That must have been a smallie. They're just hanging onto the tail. Let's back up and hit this little hole here. Check chat real quick. Sometimes I get excited when I cast at a new spot and I don't catch a fish. The first thing I think of is, man, there's a big fish here and all the little fish are afraid to come out. Lane is still here. 7:32. Stewie, the time check. Stan David's welcome in. Smallie, rock bass, redbreast, and a greenie so far. 4 different species and lots of them. There could be trout in here. Black duffel bag, what's going on? That's a new name here. Yeah, I'll try those lures. I know Stuart's probably mad because it's like the first live I don't have one of his flies on. I was going to, but then Kevin wasn't home, so I decided to go into his room and see how much tackle was in his room. And boy, he's well stocked, let me tell you. He wins, he does lots of fishing tournaments and derbies and stuff, and he wins all kinds of stuff. Those are good fish. Chunky eye right there. Red breast. By far my favorite sunfish. Back home. All right. So here's the other spot. If there was a trout, he'd be hanging out in that rock wall. It's pretty deep right there and it's cold. A little cold spot. I've stepped in it many times. It's always cold right there. Backhand one out there. Can't get it away from the little guys. Tail biters is what they are. They bite the tail of this worm. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. We went upstream yesterday, but the signal's not great up there. 2 days ago, I guess it was. So we'll go downstream. The water looks like it's deeper than it used to be right here. See if there's anything bigger in there. Did he take the tail off? Nope. There's a fish. What do we got? Greenie. See these marks on my hands? That's from the fish last night. That's the flathead. Tell you, give you an idea how big these fish were. 34-pounder. I was holding it with one hand because we had 4 rods go down at one time while we were fishing. We got 2 of the 4 and we just ran out of hands basically. And I had the big one in my hand and I'm helping my 10-year-old. And this thing is just doing the death roll on me. You know, if you ever hold one with one hand and it rolls, you really need to have that second hand come into play real quick. I sprained my thumb pretty good. It was pretty sore up till a few hours ago. Nothing 200 push-ups can't fix. It straightened it right out. But man, that thing was sore this morning. So it's getting a little bit darker and I think these sunfish are starting to chill out for the night. Which is good. Bass, I can still catch bass and I can get you trout now. So if there's any browns, which would be the species that we would most likely encounter because they're more heat tolerant, and browns like to bite at night or evening or this time is perfect. And they love worms, which is another reason I throw the trout magnet with the power worm. We just had rain too, so don't overthink it. You had a round of rain, throw the worms. They go on a feeding frenzy for worms. This isn't great, but I'm just covering water because you never know where one's holding. There we go. I'm gonna get down to that boulder. Oh, he spit it. We like to think fishing like, you know, you read the book and like, okay, it'll hold here. But some of my best fish have been in places that they weren't supposed to be. It might move fast, but I always throw a few casts. You don't know what you don't know. And if there is monsters hiding right under our, you know, feet basically, it's going to be in an unusual spot or else somebody would have already caught it around here. Too many people fishing. You got to think outside the box sometimes. Getting closer to that boulder. So. Right up to it. I won't be able to hit the boulder with this cast. That'll work. But it drops. It's pretty deep right there. Get swimming away with it. Wow. This is the sunlight on that one, but the blue color in this fish. It's pretty. I don't know if it looks good to you guys, but it looks good in person. Check chat real quick. Asheville, yeah, Asheville would be down in the Smoky Mountains. Let's see, you get your rod, you get your bait. I'm not singing that song. Give them a chance to look at the chat. Is that where you are, Asheville? We honeymoon down in the Smoky Mountains, not far from there. Marilyn, good evening, buddy. I live near Asheville. Sweet, yeah. Smoky Mountain National Forest. Where we honeymoon. Love that area. I remember stopping. I used to race down there a lot too and spend my winters training down in West Virginia, but Davis, West Virginia, Canaan Valley. But we would also go down in Asheville too if it was too cold where we were. Yeah, very familiar with that area. He's swimming away with it again. Look at these guys. Wow. Chill. Yeah, I'll bet you got some amazing trout fishing down there. Some of those mountain streams. Holy cow. I remember stopping side of a road on a bike ride once, and it was like a big valley, and I could hear like a distinct bird across the valley. Like I could tell he was on this one tree, and I mean it was probably 3,000 yards away. Just that quiet. Crazy. There's something different. That's something different right here. Pumpkin seed, guys. I believe that's a pumpkin seed. It's definitely not a greenie, unless it's a strong hybrid. I get some of these guys mixed up after a while without looking at a book. Whoop. There he is. Definitely the fifth species of the night, whatever it was. Oh gosh, couldn't even get the bail over. I hit it so quick. To remind me of Mission Discovery, just did the video where how many fish he could catch in an hour. He was telling me how tired he was. I can imagine just like non-stop fishing as fast as you can, catching as many fish as you can in an hour. There's a stick back there. I kind of want to throw it over there. I do have one extra trout magnet if I lose this one. I think we'll go for it. Got 41 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Right away. Oh, he's off. I'm going to just skip it over that log. Let's go right that way. Oh, he's a dark one. I'll call that a green sunfish. All right, are you going to take my worm with you or what? Come on, need it back. He's going to take that worm with him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. There's one hook. Remember, it's up there. I'm going to send my 10-year-old up there and get that back. Right on the... I don't think I can get close enough. We'll try. Blow out this spot. He might not be happy with me if I lose his lure. Oh, Lord. I don't like getting close to these boulders because the ground gets like real soft and you start sliding and it slides under these boulders and there's a huge gap under there. And they tend to have huge snapping turtles too, which is fun. Oh man, I can see it. All right, that one's Gonski. Oh, I got it. All right. Make sure it's still a hook. It's still a hook. All right. Throw a fresh worm on it. We'll leave that spot alone. Cast around the back side of it and then hit down in these boulders and we'll call it after that. Pinch, I like it to be fat right at the beginning of it. Fat part butts up against this better than if you put that little thin thing it comes with on. Okay. Is that Lane Davies? Is that who that is? Is that the same as Lane Davies? I think the joker's on it. Yep. I think I'm friends with Elaine Davies and Fishbrain too. I feel like he's one of the guys that hang out with Creed online, but I don't know, because Creed's from Texas, so I'm not sure. Hey, Smallie. Smallmouth bass, guys. Smallmouth bass. There he goes. Get around the back side of this. There's a big hump there, and then it's real deep between there and the wall. Now, there's not much current there, but I look for things that look different, and I cast at them. And without sounding too smart, I've also caught lots of fish back there. So it's just probably like a spot where they ambush other fish. Red breast. I don't think I can hit it with this setup though. This is a weird spot, like some deep ditches right down the middle of it. So I'm trying to fish my way over to that rock there, and I think that's where I'll end it. Or at least I'll stop fishing there, and maybe I'll just chat with you guys when I walk back up the road. Wow. Red breast sunfish. I was looking at chat. I missed that one. That time I was looking right at the fish and I still missed him. So that one's on me. Can't blame you for that one. I'm trying to remember this from last time I swam in here. And there's something good out here somewhere. As far as the terrain. Also caught crappie here too, which is a weird catch. I believe that's a bluegill, guys. That's a bluegill. So if I want to be a fish nerd, that's a 6th species of the night. I could be wrong. Not the best at identifying them. I try. I've done enough multi-species contests. So I usually just send it in and they tell me what it is and I kind of remember the markings on it. Yeah, like right now I'm almost up to my waist in the water. It's pretty deep. I don't know if it looks deep to you guys or not. But probably standing in the hole. Funny about these spots, like they're guaranteed there's some 2-pound smallies right under there, but they're all like right on that rock and they won't come out of that shadow. You got to hit that shadow. Red breast. Yeah, I could catch some little sunnies and put them on live line in the cast, but I'm not a big fan of doing that. I'll leave them for my 10-year-old, let him have some fun. Definitely works better when there's current. I catch things in lakes on these setups, but I like current. Except for trout. Trout are dumb. You can catch them in a lake with this setup. Stockies. Well, all of them. I catch a lot of wilds on this setup too. 2, 3. How did I not get him? this worm's starting to look like the Terminator, the end of the Terminator movie. There we go. Oh, yeah. What do we got here? Surprise, surprise, Mr. Redbreast. Like a magic trick. Just letting it sink. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Oh, you got it. I really want to take one more cast. And let's put a yellow one back onto this. Stuart, thanks for hanging out, bud. Appreciate it. I wish we didn't have to fight with the algorithms and try to figure out what we're supposed to be doing as content creators on YouTube, but it's pretty obvious right now they want us doing verticals. So I play with all the different formats. I'll be vertical one day, and the next day I'll be horizontal. That's pretty much what I'm doing. So if you don't like this format, just wait a day. Be back in the other format. They both have their pluses and negatives, so. Oh, it's a lousy cast. Still got a fish though. Ooh, the colors in there. Bad casts matter. I haven't hit the exact spot I want to hit on the cast yet, though. Until I do, the show goes on. Oh, where is it? Can't catch up to him. So fast. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw that. It was like a fish just jumped up and ate a bug off of that branch over there. Wild. There's a good fish, guys. There's a good fish. That's a nicer fish right here. Oh man, I thought it was a nice smallie, but look at the size of that bluegill. Look at its belly. I have to sell this now because I said it's a big fish, and it's not a big fish by any means. But man, they fight like tanks. We'll let her go. She's got a belly of eggs. I thought for sure that was a smallie because I hit the spot I wanted to. So I felt like I deserved one. Alright, let's head back up, guys. Got some thunder in the distance. I think that was thunder. You've been caught before, buddy. You gotta learn your lesson. I may take a cast somewhere on the way up, but for now, put that away. Let's see, pop this out. Got 32 people in here, 47 thumbs up. Appreciate it. There's definitely thunder. Juju Farms, thank you. Appreciate that. Good catch. Stuart, how do you make the name bold like that? Some of my members are well, I should say all my members are mods. Pretty limited on who I give wrenches to. I've had a lot of problems, as in pretty much any YouTuber that gets over 1,000 subs starts having mod issues with, you know, all that crap. So I wish I could just give it to everybody. I've tried that. It doesn't work too good. Surf fishing is, yeah, man, Stan, I have a video out, maybe 3 or 4 of them ago, It was a catch and cook on blues down at Corson's Inlet. Definitely want to check that out. Great video, if I must say so myself. Doesn't always get a lot of views, but I loved shooting it. Loved the whole thing. We did. We took the bluefish and we ate it raw. We froze it, made the ceviche, I think it's called. Add like avocado, lime juice, and it's like a Mexican salsa basically. It's delicious. I'm missing a few ingredients. Cilantro, lots of cilantro. Yeah. Then we went back. Well, the stripers were first. We did the same type of video, same type of spot. Casting 1/2 ounce jigs, 3/8 jigs with like 4-inch paddle tails. And we smashed the stripers in the first trip. And then we came back and we would go to our bait shop. We always get our tips from. And he's like, the blues just left. And so we were kind of down and we showed up and started casting and just absolutely slammed them. Went back to the shop, found out that everybody out there had the same type of day. It was like a bizarre day where, a huge group of blues must have just come in. Then we went down again and we hit the flounder. We didn't get any keepers, but lots of flounder action. With the prices of the trips down the shore, I don't have a lot of money. Got more time than money these days. So what we do is we go down, we tell the kids we're not eating out, basically catching their dinner, but we make good food. We'll buy good ingredients, but we'll supply the protein. And the kids absolutely love it. Like if you're in my shoes doing that, and you think like, the kids want to eat out, they forget the joy of eating out real quick when you let them prepare the food that they caught and you have fun with it and you don't chintz on ingredients. Like they want to try something, read up on it and try it. Guarantee you they will like it better than the restaurant. I mean, I can tell you, we ate out one time and we wanted to go to a fancy restaurant where they had great fish, and both my kids were like, I'd rather cook this stuff ourselves. They really didn't like it. I was like, well, that was a big waste of money. So yeah. Let's see, LC Lane Baits. I don't want to click. I think it'll kick me out of here. The surf fishing's been on fire for spot too. I know a lot of people think they're like junk fish or whatever, but they're great bait. And we did a big fish fry while we're down there on spot. They were delicious. We caught the biggest spot this year and the smallest spot. Like for the first like 9 days that we were fishing, we caught the biggest spot we've ever seen every day, just huge spot. And then the last day, all of a sudden we were catching these little tiny ones. And I wish it was the other way around, because those little tiny ones would have been just absolutely perfect bait for like, nighttime fishing near a dock that's lit up for like the odd striper that's hanging around. Or sharks, Pompano, yeah, I've never had, I don't think they're around us. I'm not an expert because it's about a 3-hour drive for us to get to the shore. But I plan on going down to, we're going to drive to Florida in February. That's going to be a big trip. So we're definitely going to be catching some new species. Well, I hope we are. We're going to be trying to catch some new species on the way down. And we're going to be fishing down there. We have a playlist of trash fish, so I will try absolutely anything. And I keep finding that the trash fish, we're going up through the woods here. I'm not lost, I don't think. Not yet. I do have a way of getting lost though pretty easily. I've found that so many of the trash fish are just slightly harder to clean, but it's never like they taste worse. Like the taste is always the same as any good eating fish, if not better. They might be harder to prepare, so if you cook a so-called trash fish like you would a fish that you normally eat, it may not taste good. You got to do a little bit of research. Because I guarantee you, there's some culture of people somewhere eating those things and loving them. All you got to do is figure out what they're doing, how they cooking it. Don't put your nose up till you try it. Learned plenty. When I lived in Alaska, we learned plenty of Inuit Eskimo recipes that you might not try. A lot of cultural differences when it comes to food too. Like, you know, around here people are like, that's fishy. You go up there and the Inuits want the fishy fish. They want that fish because that's usually also the fattier fish. So they've kind of, you know, here I think we go by taste, but up there, taste is also tied to survival. Like I guess it is here too, like cheese and all, peanut butter, anything that has fat has a, we call it taste to a certain point, but it's also, it's something more than that. Satiates some type of need in your body. That sounded like Kevin whistling. I wonder if he's over here. I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put past my wife and Kevin if they came over fishing. Even though we were out after midnight last night, this is one of the few days he hasn't fished in probably a year. Got 51. I don't think he has to do anything, does he? I think he just has to wait. It might take a week, Lane, to go live. I guess you're talking about, right? Congrats on that, man. My son's at like 30 something. He's getting close. Oh, I'm back. There's my car. My political bumper sticker. There you go. That's as political as we get on this channel. Sometimes. All right, guys. Look, we still got our catfish stuff in here. Thank God no one stole it. Cooler from last night or net. But I got to get up out of here. It's been an hour and 22 minutes. 49 thumbs up. If you haven't hit it, please hit it on the way out. Try to hit 50 tonight. Let's see, just subscribe. Oh, awesome. I appreciate it very much. If you're a content creator and you're watching this, leave a comment on one of my videos so that I can follow back to your channel and make sure that I connect to you. I support those who support me, so I appreciate it. Oh, I got 50, sweet. Oh, that doesn't count, Stuart. You can't cheat like that. Look, I got my Hawaiian shirt on. We have a music festival going on right across the street from where I live. So tomorrow is really when it starts up. And I'll do a live there tomorrow. And you'll hear the chaos that goes on. It's basically, I don't know what you call them, hippies, for lack of a better term. It's like Woodstock still going on. But it's like the 53rd or 54th year that this festival is going on. So we'll pop up live and show you around and show you the people squatting in our yard camping. But it's a good time. I look forward to it here. Stuart, thank you. Appreciate everyone in here. Trev said he was 50th. Guys are fighting over the 50th spot. You guys have a great evening. Please connect to me if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. This is my full-time job now, and I ain't rich. Peace out, y'all. Catch you next time. I missed the X.